The remix with your busy body, your beat. This is the remix. This is the remix.
Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening.
Problem. Another problem.
My name is Asitonka Agri Abba, and channel is called Acid Darling because I'm such a darling. Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Acid Darling. Thank you guys so much for clicking once again. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and to all my OGs, you know what to do. Comment down below, let me know. Gang, we are back again with yet another exciting episode of Keeping Up With The Edochies. Wow, 2023. This year is looking like the banger. So yesterday, Queen May dropped a bomb. She dropped a bomb, like she just dropped a light bomb. She just dropped a sprinkle of a bomb. She just dropped things that look like things that are to come. Amen. So basically, May dropped a lawsuit against Sarah Martins. Now, for those of you that do not understand where the story is getting to, let me back it up a little bit, okay? So Christmas last year, May shared a lovely picture, of course, with herself and her kids, and Yul, who is not following her back, of course, on Instagram. You know, since this story broke, she unfollowed her husband, and you was following her. At some point, he too unfollowed her. He went on her page and took the picture and posted on his own page. Everybody was like, oh, you spoiled your marriage and now you're acting like a blogger. You're stealing pictures from your wife's page and all of that. But the twist is, Judy's friend, Sarah Martins, took it upon herself to take May's picture, Photoshop her friend Judy into the picture, Photoshop Judy's son into the picture, and then post it. She posted that on her page on Instagram. Guys, this was very, very, very disrespectful. Now, to add salt to injury, you commented on that said picture. He said, yes, so Sarah, as it should be, beautiful family, blessed man with beautiful family. Everybody will be living in peace, love, and jolly. May Zukwanike. Sarah commented, Udogu Adigu, very committed. Disrespect. Now, I've done over how many episodes? Like over 20 something. If not even getting to 30 at this point, because I can't even keep count. But one thing I've always said is, you keep making the case worse by showing your level of disrespect. This is what happens when you have friends that don't have sense. Judy's friend does not have sense. This matter is already delicate. Your friend is already getting buzz because, of course, people are definitely going to attack her. But you're making it worse. And this looks like this is something that they've been discussing in private, for her to have the balls, the effrontery to drop this type of comment. You know, when something like this happens, it just makes you wonder. It just makes you ponder as to the different things that might have been happening in secret. Different things. Your friend is already in a situation that is dicey, that is bad. Whatever people are discussing at the back, we're not interested. But for you to have the effrontery, the gods, you see how you has dropped himself so low, engaging in this type of thing. And then, how many seconds later, after telling her to Zukwanike, you post her picture and give a shabby apology? And this is giving me schizophrenic vibes. You're acting like somebody that is having partial amnesia. Like you forget easily. This is not nice. But then, of course, that's the vibe we're coming with. Like, oh, you guys should stop. This is not making sense. Is it because May is quiet? We did not know. Do not take for granted quiet people. I've said this several times. Do not take quiet people for granted. Though. They are making sure to watch their steps. This case, I know a lot of you probably by now you're bored about it and everything. You're like, hey, let's move on. Understand that this is somebody's life. And as much as I would want to move on, this is somebody's life. So I beg you, in making your comments, please remember that this is somebody's life. And every single detail and every single step they are taking, everybody's trying to be cautious. I mean, the main parties are trying to be cautious. If you see the way May writes and the way she responds, she sounds like somebody that is getting proper legal advice. Now, for those of you that are saying, oh, why is she suing 500 million? Because I've not gotten to the case, I'm going to get there and all of that. This case is not about the money. When you're building a legal portfolio, a journal, you have to make sure that you have backed up proof to show that when derogatory comments like this were made, you filed a lawsuit. That will help your case in the future. The law is not a respecter of emotion or a respecter of YouTube channel people giving video like my own video. Like, it's not, no, that's not law. If you're offended by something and you see it's not true, pursue legal action. Have it on record so that when and if you decide to pursue proper legal action against the main parties, because definitely there's no way this legal action, they will sue Sarah, that they will not drag the other people to court. So it is different. There's wisdom in these things. More for now, they learn. You have to pick the wisdom. Because somebody once told me something and said, it's not enough to run out. Sometimes the wisdom is in saying, Oga, carry my bag, go drop back. Because when I actually married you, now you carry the bag, come. Do you understand? So people have ways they deal with this type of things. Please, it's not a situation of emotion. Allow people, okay? So in May's post, the one she made on her Instagram page, she said it's very inconsiderate and demeaning to smear anyone, especially someone you barely knew. I have always had a peaceful, joyful and loving family. I worked tirelessly for several years building a beautiful home while managing several businesses successfully. It is very evident that some people have been deliberately and desperately trying to taint my reputation and change the narrative in order to suit their agenda. This is unacceptable to me. My passionate legal team will be extremely cheerful to dine with anyone who does not cease and desist from character assassination or defamatory publications in the court of law. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. For me, personally, this lawsuit is a step in the right direction. I will not lie to you guys. It is a step in the right direction because if you look at things closely, do you know that this Sarah Martins actually, she was on Daddy Free's live, uttering all sorts of rubbish. Concerning the lawsuit, I'm going to be putting it up on the channel. Of course, you can digest it and read it. But the main crux of the matter is Sarah's comments. And the lawyers are telling her by doing that Photoshop, you're trying to depict that our client is part of a polygamous family and a co-wife to your friend. You understand, under Nigerian law, there's no valid marriage because that is bigamy under Nigerian law. So that is also a lawsuit pending. If you understand law, you know that line is also like it can be followed up. Do you understand? So Sarah Martins acted very, very foolishly. Very, very foolishly. So she should be careful because by this line, the lawyer is telling you, hey, if you come out to publicly say, okay, this is what it is, then we can pick it up from there. Do you understand that kind of thing? So yeah, you knew and understood that the client did not appear in any photograph, yet you put a doctored picture to deceive and put it on the in the public. She also appeared in a YouTube channel and stated all sorts of utterances that were made that were false. And you know the thing with all these documentations when you go on live is that all these things are a record, public record. They can be called up. They can be called up. Please, as much as possible, if you can digest this lawsuit, man. One of the funniest part of this lawsuit is when they keep calling Judy Miss Judy Austin. Like that part just used to make me laugh. Because of course, the lawyers have to also be careful because if you referring to Judy as Mrs. is also promoting and endorsing bigamy. So by Nigerian law and this kind of statements, it is Miss. Unless you did not do court, but he did. Do you understand why this thing is tricky? Why you should have friends that have sense, that should not go and make things difficult for you? Okay, so but that's the record on ground. The lawsuit is really long there. Her demands, of course, it's to redress the harm that you, of course, we demand a public apology. Okay, an unreserved public apology in which you specifically admit the utterances, a non-qualified expression of remorse of your utterances, a full retraction of your utterances and publication, a committed and continuing effort to issue clarifications and corrections, assurances that you will not repeat the utterances. So some people that are jumping up and down and talking all sorts of trash that they've been suing her for 500 million should not collect shishi. You go to the last page and read. This is why you should be very intelligent. Try to read. I know it is long. When you read the demand, you find out that all she's asking for is an apology. And then you retract the post. I'm sorry if the things I said were said out of, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. The matter does not concern you, ma. Just give the apology and then remove the post. And they said, do this within 14 days of the receipt of this letter. This letter was published yesterday. So within 2 weeks, And then intention to sue. Should you fail to comply? That is why education is important, because people on Facebook saying that if May wants money, she should talk, whereas they refuse to read. Please, when you're choosing wife for your son, go to that comment section and so that you be careful. Let them not go to certain houses. You men that are looking for wife, if you look at comment section, you already know where people's mind is. This is because it's really funny. They say, should you not comply, the firm has been instructed to commence a lawsuit against you without further warning. You must therefore treat this letter as an intention to sue. This letter is an intention to sue. In the event of such lawsuit, we'll be asking for damages not less than 500 million. Do you understand? So what they are saying is they are giving Sarah Martins 2 weeks to apologize. Sarah, no go carry matter, we no concern you. You have carried it more than your friend now. Even your friend, in all her husband collecting mission, has never one day come out to insult me publicly. I don't care what she says in her house, but when she comes out, all her, whether it's underhanded compliments or whatever, beautiful queen, this one, that one, anything she writes, she has never insulted her. So that is that one. You're seeing how your friend is, but you decide to come and fight battle that even May has never insulted Judy. So I don't understand where Sarah is getting this her nonsense angle from. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. For those of you that are saying, oh, why would she still be referring to herself with the name? Understand that Nigerian law is not emotional. Nigerian law does not come and read your comments. In the Nigerian law, until there is divorce, she is Mrs. May Yule Edochie. Until there is a divorce, so she will have that name. And then in Nigerian law, the divorce will not stand until 2 years separation. There's a lot. You think divorce is just milk and Milo? It's tough. That's if they want to even get to that point. It's tough. And then you also have to prove beyond reasonable doubt. You have to prove irreconcilable differences. You have to tell the judge, I gave him several chances. We were talking about it. I gave him several chances to make amends that I cannot be in X or Y or Z kind of relationship. And then he refused. So irreconcilable difference, pending the fact that you can show and convince the judge that for the past 2 years, you were giving chances, you did not publicly scatter or do this or do that. Build your case with wisdom. But no, you think Nigerian law is this thing, bread and butter. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. My humble advice to Judy, I'll tell you, tell your friends to pipe low. Tell your friends to pipe in. Right now, since they are married now, they only act movies that the both of them direct and produce. That way, they're always in each other's company. Try as much as possible to tell your friends not to disrespect her. She's not people's mate. Let's not do that, okay? Let's not do that. I know that right from time, of course, she's aware that her husband shoots movies and all, because people are coming with the leg that they've been living together since. Sometimes in this life, trust and peace of mind, according to this caramel comedian lady, say trust and peace of mind is not what people need. Because when you say, oh, trust me, I'm on set, and I'm on set, and you're shooting movies back to back, working hard, and I trust you that you're working hard to take care of our family, not knowing that the back-to-back set you are on, you're living with a lady, like living. This is beyond professional relationship where the both of you share lines and share stories and direct movies together. The both of you are actually living like set husband and wife for years and years. And then people come out and say, oh, why would she say something like that? Is she not aware? I don't understand what people mean by is she not aware. I don't understand. Like, is she an actor, an actress? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. There was never a time or a sign, unless personally you're the kind of person that used to run, and you know, after 17 years, will you still be running to sets to check if your husband is shaking a girl or is talking to a girl or is whispering? That's where trust comes in. You know, so please, my humble advice is, wherever we find this story or talk about it, before we, you know, jump in with all our different conclusions, understand that this is somebody's life. This is somebody's life. You have already collected her husband. Allowing your friends to disrespect her is foolishness. It just shows the kind of people you surround yourself with. It doesn't make any sense. For me, it doesn't make any sense. She has not come out. Her friends don't even come out and be posting and disrespecting. So I don't get it. I'm not feeling it. It's the general public. Now random people like me, we go come and tell you, say, oh, Judy, this thing you're doing does not have sense. Like, why did you do this type of, you know? But then having somebody to actually do an interview and say, oh, I'm May's best friend, I believe that Judy is a pomo, or Judy is, you know, it's weird. You didn't get that kind of vibe, so why would your friend do that? But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This matter is, like I said, is delicate, and I believe that out of all the parties, May is the only party that is acting with so much wisdom. So much wisdom. It can, you know, I know that the right path and the path that is wise might seem very slow, because of course many of us are used to violence and gra, but I'm beginning to see it for what it is. The law is not a partaker in your gra. Law is law. It will take effect as it should take effect. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Man, my love and prayers to May, because this, it can be hard enough to go through this kind of separation and problems in your marriage. Worse to do it in the eye of the public. Like, in the eye of the public, you're going through a family meltdown and everybody's judging your every step. It is not easy. So I wish you all of God's strength, and I pray that God continues to direct you in wisdom. Take care of your kids. You know, at this point we should just continue to just believe God and trust God, because for those of us that feel like we are too high and mighty, dropping all sorts of gems, please, let's be careful. You know, let's be careful. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody. So be careful. Be somebody that understands people's pain, even if you're not experiencing it, and you're able to empathize. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As usual, I remain your girl, Acid Darling. Please check out my other videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.